What's going on, guys? Philly from Custom Offsets TV and the YouTube. We got Junior here. Today we're going over our top 5 hostile wheels.
Let's go.
That's the plan.
Yep.
Okay. So kicking things off, I'm going to start with the Hostile Fury. So I picked this wheel because I think it's kind of underrated. I don't see a ton of people running it. I know Adam had them on his truck, and they just,
it's also a busy wheel though, so I think
it's very busy.
You can't go too far one
they
or the
have
other with
such
it.
clean, thin-looking spokes, and I love the way they overlap. There's just a lot of depth going on. But yes, because the spokes are overlapping, because there's a whole bunch of them, it does get a little bit busy. So you've got to have a very, I think, simple truck. Like, the all blacked out look with no crazy accents or anything on it, you know, maybe just some powder coated suspension, and then these wheels looked really sharp on there. And I think especially as you get bigger and bigger, they look better because you kind of have that spacing in between. And in the 22x12s, they're like just under $1,800, so I think that's a pretty good price considering, you know, Hostile is one of those kind of elevated brands where they're typically a bit more expensive, but you pay for the finish quality and everything that comes with these. So that's why I chose the Fury as number 1.
Is number 1?
Number 1 for me.
Oh, okay.
Number 1 on my list.
So we're going from 1 to 5?
Sure.
Why do I get number 2 then? What if mine's number 1?
Yeah, it's my TV show.
All right, so for my number 1, I have the Hostile Alpha, which came out like 3 years ago now, and it's always just kind of like been there. Not necessarily always like a number 1 hitter or anything like that, but it's always kind of been like in the top 10, I feel like. And I think the big part of that's because it's a hybrid wheel. It's got the concave face, but it's also got a lip to it, which kind of was something new and different. Like when they first
Hostile was one of the first brands to do that, where you got a massive lip and still concavity.
Exactly, and it comes in chrome, it comes in gloss black and milled, and it comes everything from like a 20x9 all the way up to 24x14. So like the 20x9 I think is perfect for like somebody who wants just like a stock truck but wants like a little bit different style wheel, because the wheel's so clean and simple that like it looks good on a stock vehicle as like an OEM replacement almost.
Yep.
But then you get in 24x14 and it looks like a big show wheel with a lot of like open space and just super clean, simple design. And any way you go with it, I think it can look good on that build fitting that style.
So then next on my list, I went with the Hostile Vulcan. This is another one of those wheels that kind of looks like it could pretty much fit on everything. In the small sizes, you know, they make this as small as a 20x10. You could throw that on your level truck and run that. Otherwise, all the way up to 24x14. The windows get bigger, the spokes get thinner, and everything just looks more show truck-like, which is why this is a good one that kind of just fits everything. And really, Hostile makes a bunch of really good-looking wheels, so it's hard to pick just 5. Throughout the years, they've had a ton of different styles. And another cool thing about Hostile is because we work so closely with them, a lot of times if you add tires, we can give like crazy deals. Like these are only $1,900 for the 2212s, but you can save like an extra almost $500 when you add tires on them, which is just
nuts.
a benefit of going with Hostile wheels, because they're, like I said before, their price point is a little bit higher than some of the other guys, but if you're looking for a whole package, then it kind of changes the game. And this is another one where they add like the blade cut on the inside. Hostile's milling is very, very good compared to some of the other guys on the market too, which is just another reason why this one makes my list.
For my number 1, I'm just kidding, my number 2, which is number 4.
Yeah.
I have the Hostile Rage then, which this one's a pretty like simple design, I guess. It's a 6-spoke Y-spoke, so not anything crazy there going on, but if you look at the way the milling is, it kind of like pinches in on each of the spokes, which Hostile does a lot of that, where they'll like angle the spokes with their milling, or they'll like pinch it in to kind of give it like an extra element, so it's not just like a basic straight Y wheel, and it kind of adds a little bit of character to it then. And then this comes in everything from a 20x9 all the way up to a 24x14. It comes in chrome, comes in gloss black and milled, and then it's got a satin finish too, but the satin's more like in between like what you'd consider satin.
Yeah, it's not quite gloss, but it's not quite matte, but it's more shiny than satin.
Right, yeah, exactly. So it's interesting, but like you said before, like all of their finish quality is extremely good, so you're gonna get a good quality wheel when you're looking at any of those finishes. Personally, I'd go with the bigger sizes just because this is more of a concave face style wheel. And I think in the 20x9s and like 20x10s, it's going to look a little bit more flat.
It looks too flat. Yeah, I agree. I think in the bigger sizes, you start getting that dive back on the spokes, and it looks better the larger you go, and especially in full chrome too.
Exactly.
I think these things, if you're going to run the chrome ones, you got to go big with them.
Yep. And I've even seen people at SEMA, I'm pretty sure it was with the Rage, that they took the milling and made it white instead of the black. So like there's so much milling there, and if you're able to paint, or if you have a painter or something, to do all of that, there's a lot of area to add an accent color in if that's something you want to go for.
So the one that's going to make the list for the both of us is the Hostile Jigsaw. Now this was a forged wheel, and because everybody loved the way it looked, but nobody wanted to pay the forged wheel price, Hostile actually came out and then made it a cast wheel. So you lost having, you know, a true directional wheel, but the price point came way down, obviously, in the cast market, and this thing still looks like a forged wheel.
And if you get it in chrome, Hostile's chrome is extremely good and almost looks like a forged wheel as is. So like, what's the difference at that point?
Yeah, on the Jigsaw, you're looking at black and milled, and chrome. So it's got, you know, the top 3 finish options that everybody wants out there. So, and then sizing, what, as small as 20 by 9?
All the way up to a 26 by 16.
You got the big boys.
Let me say it again, 26 by 16.
Yeah, this wheel looks pretty similar to some of the other like top wheels on the market, where it's kind of that angular directional pattern. Everything kind of swoops one direction.
Yep.
Not like the band. Oh, are they still together?
26 by 16.
That's the point. It's absolutely freaking massive and it looks amazing. If you guys want to check out these Hostile wheels or any of the other wheels in the lineup, you can find them all at customautossets.com. Otherwise, I'm sure Colin will just put the link in the description, so you can just click on it. Makes it pretty easy.
26 by 16.
I think they got it. Peace.